Hello guys, welcome to Polomolok High School. This is our first virtual classroom for the school year 2020-2021. I'll be your mathematics teacher. I am Mr. Noel Sikadapan. And to start with our lesson, we will begin it with the universal question. Are numbers real or imaginary? Ang numbers ba ay totoo o katang-isip lamang? Is 0 a real number? So try to recall how our ancient forefathers or the ancient people who lived in caves represent their number of ideas. How do they represent their ideas of numbers since wala pa silang numeric system as of the time? The ancient people gather stones that for every stones they gathered may represent or correspond to one of their property. They also gather sticks, and if they have a lot of properties, they bundle sticks or we place the stones in a bag. And have you imagine how or try to recall the first numbers you learned from your parents? What is the first number, set of numbers na itinuro ni nanay at ng tatay? Diba? 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Ano klaseng number yun? Those numbers are known as natural or counting numbers. Then, nung nasa grade 1 tayo, natatandaan niyo ba yung teacher niyo ng grade 1? Meron nadagdag na number doon. Try to reminisce or try to recall yung mga numbers or letters na nasa taas ng blackboard. Anong unang numbers na doon? 0, right? So, when we were in grade 1, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Hindi na to counting. We call this as set of whole numbers. Then, na-imagine nyo ba kung nung grade 3 kayo o grade 4, tinatanong kayo halimbawa ng 3 minus 7, may sabi ba tayong sagot? The teachers would say, cannot be. Then, we are so glad that by grade 6 or grade 5, na-introduce na ito sa atin ng ating elementary teachers. Those are negative numbers to make this statement true. That 3 minus 7 is negative. Ilan? Negative 4. So, alam ba ninyo that those negative numbers had been used by the Chinese noong unang panahon? Then, isang Arabian ang nakapagtala ng naging popular sa pag-invento ng negative numbers. Then, the combination of negative numbers, 0, and positive numbers, we call those numbers as blank. We call those numbers as integers. What are the application of those set of numbers or the integers? Saan natin makikita? Have you seen a battery? A thermometer? Anong mga numbers na nandun? There are negative numbers, there is 0, and there are positive numbers. Then later on in higher mathematics, as we go on, malalaman natin yung mga rational numbers, irrational numbers. These numbers, yung tinatawag natin rational, ay mga numbers that dalawang integer na pag i-divide, pwede natin ma-express as the difference of the quotient of two integers. Those are rational numbers such as fraction, decimals, na ituro natin ito nasa grade 5, grade 6 tayo. Then those numbers na hindi naman natin ma-express as a quotient of two integers, we call this irrational numbers. Ano mga numbers yun? We have square root of 2, square root of 3, pi. Those are numbers na hindi pwedeng express as a quotient of two integers. Tawag sa kanila ay irrational numbers. Then if we combine rational at saka irrational, the set of numbers na ma-form natin ay tinatawag nating set of real numbers. Then, eto, pag tinanong kayo halimbawa, mayroon bang square root ang negative numbers? Do we have an answer para sa square root of negative 25? Dito na-introduce yung imaginary numbers. Na kung imagine mo ang numbers, i-multiply sa kanyang sarili, it will give us a negative 1. So, meron ng square root ang negative 1, which is also imaginary numbers. So, halimbawa, square root of negative 25, ang sagot dyan ay 5i. Ano yung i? I is the imaginary numbers. Na pag i-square mo, the answer is negative 1. Then, pag i-combine natin yung real at saka imaginary, anong numbers ang ma-result? Mapuo natin yung pinatatawag na set of complex numbers. Then, try to generalize natin. We have first set of numbers is counting or natural numbers. Dinagdagan dito ng 0 na form yung set of whole numbers. Then yung set of whole numbers, dinagdagan ng negative numbers na buo yung set of integers. Then sa integers, we have dalawa. Maaaring mapabilang doon sa baba nun ay rational at saka yung isa irrational. Pag i-combine natin yung dalawa, those are numbers that can be found in a number line. At yun ay tinatawag nating set of real numbers. Then, ang real numbers, dagdagan pa natin ng isa pang set ng numbers such as the imaginary numbers. We have ma-form na ang tinatawag nating set of complex numbers. So, kung